Come on in. I am going to get us together today. Let's see, I think Facebook has some changes. Okay, so they're saying I can't go live on that. That's fine. So I decided to go live early because we're going to start doing our credit class on October 17th. So I'm going to just start getting used to going live. I don't even know how to press buttons on here. So I just decided I'm going to come in here early. I've seen your questions answered. You asked me about when we want to do our class. Our class is going to, yes, our class is going to be, so let me tell you what it is. Our class is going to be October 17th. That's the one that's going to start the Strong in 75. That's when we're going to do this one right here. So it's going to be 75 days. We're starting at October 17th. I'm going live at 7 o'clock. So I'm going to do that one for an hour, just doing like whatever lesson we have to do in here. It's wrong page. So if we have to do like day 46, I'm going to do day 46 with you guys. So I'm going to go over this one starting October 17th. So at 7 p.m. and at 8 p.m., that's when I'm going to start doing this one. And then November 1st at 9 p.m., I'm going to do this one where you can raise your credit score 100 points in 30 days. And I am doing Q&As. So I know you guys can see right now, if you guys see my shop down below, you guys can see that I do have my books there. And let me actually add my things onto here. Okay, so I added the book for TikTok, not for Facebook and YouTube too. So you guys can get your books there. But I'm going to let you guys come on. Let's see, we got a guess. And I'm going to ask you guys some questions. And as long as you guys answer these questions correctly. Okay, wait. Oh, they saying for me to invite y'all. I don't know how to accept it. I'm trying to figure it out, like how to accept y'all. So I'm gonna ask some questions, and as long as you guys answer it correctly, I'm gonna bring the price of the books down to a price that we had it at before. So make sure you guys just request to join me, and then once you guys request to join me, I can hopefully accept it. And then I'll ask you guys some questions. As long as you guys answer those correctly, then I will lower the price of my books. I'll have them at a discount. The main one that you guys need to get is this one. This is the one that we're starting on October 17th. So this is the one that we're going to start doing October 17th. As long as you had a book, you can follow along. You technically don't even really need the book to follow along, but it's so much easier. And then plus you guys get access to a free course. I see a lot of you all already started signing up for the free course. So you guys are definitely going to get access to the free course. I'll text you the link so that you guys can get all of the free downloads that I'm going to have available, like Goodwill letters, letters to the credit bureaus, and all of the things that you guys are going to need. So this is the one that you guys should be trying to get now. Hopefully, I will have more of these in stock, but I will have them in stock in a few more days. Like I will say a few more days. I'll have them in stock hopefully like a week, week and a half. But again, we're not starting this anyway until November 1st. So we're gonna do November 1st to November 30th. We're gonna do this one. And then we're gonna do this one again December 1st to December 30th. And for Facebook and YouTube, you guys have a whole different section where you all have to get the book. So I have some questions. I see somebody's name here. Is that I accept it? No, that's not it. That's for me to share it. Make sure you guys tap the screen. When I get to a certain amount of likes, I'm also going to put everything on sale. Make sure you guys are liking the video. So we officially 7 days away from doing it, doing our Strong in 75 book. I don't know how to accept y'all. Y'all, wait. I don't know. Maybe you guys have to ask to come on as a guest. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. This is like my first time really like trying to go live on TikTok. I did YouTube, Facebook. I can accept you guys to come in on my live here. But if you guys ask to come on, then I can ask you guys some questions. And if you guys get it's all the credit questions. If you guys get all 5 questions correct, I'm gonna actually throw another book in there for free. I'm gonna mail it with your order. So make sure you guys are prepared for the questions that I'm going to ask. And make sure you guys share this out to at least 10 of your friends, especially if you guys are on TikTok. I think you can do the same too for like YouTube and Facebook. So share it out to some of your friends. So let me talk to you guys about what we're going to be doing. The classes is going to start at 7 and 8 p.m. Y'all know I took 6 classes this semester because I wanted to make sure I graduate in December because I was just so stressed with school, especially with me going to law school next year. So I was like, I'm just going to take 6 classes, and I've been in enough classes to know how this is going to run. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 back-to-back classes at 7 and 8. All of the lives that I do for the class, they're all going to be added to the free course. So once you guys buy a book, you guys are going to be able to get access to that free course. I'm going to actually text it to you all. Okay, so the main mission of this is when you all go through the Strong in 75 workbook, which is this workbook right here, when you all go through this one right here, then the goal is that you guys will have 180 points increase, so 60 points per bureau, and it's going to take 75 days to get through this book. So I want you guys to make sure that this is the book that you have. I keep saying this invite guest thing, and I want to like invite the guests. Oh, you moderating, Julia? Okay, can you make sure that you are blocking accounts and stuff too? Okay, perfect. Thank you, Julia, for moderating for me because I asked you as well because I needed one. But this is the one basically we're going to go over at 7 p.m. and at 8 p.m. I'm going to add all of the recordings to the course. So I just suggest that you guys do come here daily at 7 and at 8. If you guys already logged into the course, so I see a lot of you guys already logged in, got access to the course. You'll see that I did this before on YouTube. I did it before on Facebook too, majority YouTube. So all of my old recordings for the 75 days are already on there. And those two will be more detailed because I was able to like share my screen. I can't necessarily share my screen fully here, especially when we get into credit card trackers and things like that. I can actually show you all those things on my screen. So you can always, as long as you have access to the course, you can always go to the course and look at, like, say if we're on day 17, you can go and see what's going on with day 17, and all of your downloads and everything will be available there. I can show you guys like letters here because we're going to have to get into working to remove these accounts from your credit reports a lot of times. So I can show you all the letters on here, but it's best that you guys just go into the course. Again, you guys are going to have free access to the course. So Antoinette, I will text you if you bought the book today. I haven't did text yet, but I will text you once you um let me see how I can do some stuff. There we go. How do I get access? So I will actually text you the link. So if you bought it today, I usually do my text later in the day, or I do it like the next day. But I was trying to get ready for this live because I need to know how to like function with this. I do not know how to function with this at all. But I will text you access to the course. So and that's going to be for if you buy this book, or even if you buy this book, you'll get access to the course. Now this one is where I talk about me actually, well, let me not say that because I don't want to get in trouble. This is where I go over the steps and how to actually sue the credit bureaus, sue collection companies, and actually get money from them. I know when I went, and y'all probably should watch the last video because I was able to say a lot more my old videos, but I went through the whole process of suing all 3 credit bureaus and LJ Ross. I know a lot of people on YouTube may remember that. And I actually recorded the Strong in 75 during that process. So I was able to verbally tell you all so much. I'm not able, like, once you all get into once you guys have settlements with these companies, it's a certain type of silencing that they want to do, so I'm not able to talk a lot about it. But since I did take a course on how to be able to properly sue, how to do a complain and request for production and all that stuff. That's how I was able to really put this book together. So it's just common knowledge on how to actually navigate the courts. So that's what this book is. I think that a lot of you all, some people already purchased this book, but y'all want to see this book be more important when you go through this phase. Like say when you go through the Strong in 75, when we work to get them accounts to leave from your credit reports. Hopefully you guys will be able to see that some of the accounts will come off. Hopefully most of the accounts come off, but if not, then I do suggest you guys go the extra step to be able to sue. That's something that I would suggest you guys go for. And that's the reason why I'm going to law school right now, just so you all will be able to sue basically. Julia, can you see if can you request to come into my live? I want to accept it, but I just want to see like how it's gonna work. And make sure you guys are tapping the screen on TikTok. Make sure you guys are tapping the screen. Did you do the request, Julia? Where is it at? Oh, I see something. Hold on. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, so I'm not, let me decline it. Okay, perfect. So y'all request to come on. Let's do some credit Q&A. And then I will give you all additional book depending on which one you already have. I'll give you guys additional book for the people that actually answer the questions correctly. But again, if you already have your workbook, which is this one, this is the one that we're starting on October 17th. If you already have this workbook and I think if you just had that workbook and you have access to the course, those are the two main things that you have to do. You're really good at that point. Because when we start October 17th, just be prepared to go 75 days straight with something that you have to do because we're talking about you getting 180 points. That's going to be a lot of work that you're going to have to do because every day is going to be something in this workbook that you have to do. I do have spots in there where you technically will have a break, but still, it is a lot of stuff that you're going to have to do in this workbook. So make sure you all are prepared. The main thing is to get your workbook. And I know a lot of people really want to get this one right here. And this one's going to start November 1st and December 1st. Hopefully, I will be able to have this one in stock soon. So go ahead, request to join whoever is brave. Y'all don't necessarily have to show y'all face too, but come on. You can request to join live. I have 5 questions I'm going to ask. And as long as you have that correct, I'll make sure I send it with your order. And then too, Antoinette, if you're still here, I know your order, I don't know if your order is out yet or not, but I'll make sure I add something with your order. But her order technically is out, isn't it? She says coming tomorrow. Your order is out because we've been like any order we got, we've been getting it out. But I'll make sure I still will send it to you for sure. And throughout this process too, you're gonna find that everything is not for you. And when I say that, when we're doing the Strongest 75 workbook, it's a lot of things that's in here. One day I might tell you guys, hey, you might want to refinance your car, especially like it was one time where I had an interest rate of like 24% on my very, very first car I had. I didn't have any sense or anything like that to know that that was a high amount. I just wanted a car and I didn't know about credit at all then. If you guys already got a great interest rate, then that day you can listen to it and know what's going on, but you don't have to do anything on that day. It's going to be days where I'm going to say, hey, you all may need credit cards. I always tell people try to have at least 4 credit cards, right? So when I tell people to have at least 4 credit cards, if you already have your 4 credit cards or you're not looking for more credit cards because you got credit card debt, then you really don't need to listen in on that day at all. So keep that in mind that that's something that we're going to go over. This is the things that you should possibly do, but if it's something that you don't necessarily need, don't worry about it at all. But if you guys have any questions, make sure you guys drop your questions down below. I'm trying to be able to keep up with the chat. Oh, thank you so much. I'm just so happy that I'm officially about to graduate and I just need to I had a law school that I wanted to go to. I knew I wanted to go to Berry because I'm here in Orlando. I knew that I wanted to go to Barry, but I just don't want to do like the 9 to 5, 8 to 5 kind of schedule. Like I know I won't make it. I know I won't make it. I know with my busy schedule and everything I have going on, I won't be able to make it. I just want to make sure I can go to like a law school online. And since I'm technically, since I already did my case, I have this is not my first time suing like companies and having settlements and stuff like that. I feel like I did it enough. And even with my case too, I tried to see if I can have other attorneys take over my case, and they were telling me, oh, you need to probably just settle. You don't even have, not settle, but they was like, you don't even have a case. And it's like, well, I have settlements now. Like I realized that what I already know, I can build upon that more by just listening to other people, especially when people going through this process. Like I have a few people that's already going through the process. I will learn more by being hands-on with their case than I wouldn't say I learned in school, because it's not targeted towards the FCRA or anything like that. So it's not targeted with the FCRA or anything like that. So hopefully I'll be able to just fly through school for the next 3 years, just get it over with. That is my goal. Somebody said they paid for a vacation on a credit card and they realized their credit score went down 15 points. That's just your utilization. And whenever you pay it off, your utilization is going to be fixed. The biggest thing that I tell people about utilization on what they can do, because we talk about utilization in the workbook. Let me see if I can find out exactly where we talked about you. I think it's like in the 40s, like in the 40s. Um, if you guys have problems where if you do something like that where you put a vacation, because I don't know like how much was your vacation or whatnot, that means that you need to get. So this is page 49 is good for you. And let me go over what page 49 is, because if you put in a vacation on a credit card and it's dropping your credit score, that means that you don't have another enough high you'll have a lot of high limit credit cards, which is affecting you. So day 49, we talk about having high limits with low risk, basically. So having some of your credit cards that have like a high limit, those would be best to help with your utilization when you max out a certain credit card or you spend too much money on a credit card, because it's best to keep your utilization. To me, I like 5%. It's best to keep your utilization very low. So I tell people to search for like day 49, our homework is going to be get 1 or 2 credit cards with high limits and think of what's going to be best for you long term. So high limit credit cards that I like that Lowe's give you a high limit. That's they, you can get 10, $12,000 with them, and you don't necessarily have to use it. But like when you use so much money on one of your credit cards, it's not gonna look like you maxed out all of, you didn't raise your utilization that much. So I like Lowe's. I have some other ones on this page too. I say, hey, try Navy Federal. I had somebody actually message me on TikTok saying, hey, she wants to get in Navy Federal. What can she do to get into Navy Federal? And I said, hey, I like to just call them. She said she did the application online, but I like to call because if you call, I said, hey, my granddad was in the Navy. They didn't ask for like documentation, because to get into Navy Federal, you have to have someone actually, like, to get into it, you have to have someone basically that's been in the armed forces or something like that. So I just called, said my granddad was in the Navy. They never asked for any documentation, but Navy Federal is a nice one because they can give out high limits. So that's a great one. Also try Discover, and not only is Navy Federal, they give out high limits, but they can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. So they're gonna say yes or no on whether or not you can get the credit card without give you a hard inquiry. Because we're gonna talk about hard inquiries on here too. That's actually, I can see it on other page, day 48, like soft pulls and hard pulls. Before I start telling y'all credit cards, y'all need to know soft pools and hard pools. But Discover can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry, so that's nice. Another one is Capital One Quicksilver. That would be another one that can be good. And I also have the Apple Card on here. When I really had problems where I knew I was spending a lot on my credit cards, I use like those credit cards like Care Credit that you get to get cosmetic surgery. I got like Care Credit because it was easy. They gave me $10,000. That helped me, and I wasn't necessarily using the Care Credit card. So when I was to max out another card, it would help with my overall utilization. So I like the Care Credit, also like the Alpheon. They had another one called Smile Generation at the time, but the goal is to get those credit cards that's basically that you're not going to be tempted to kind of use, but you have to make sure that you use them at least every 6 months. That's something else we're going to go over in the workbook. If you guys don't use those credit cards in at least every 6 months, they're going to close it, and they're going to close it due to inactivity, and that's something that you guys are not going to want. So the thing is, if you pay for a vacation on your credit card and your credit score drop those 15 points, it's just because you basically don't have high limits on your credit cards. And maybe it was a huge vacation, I'm not sure. But you can offset that by pre-qualifying for Lowe's, Navy Federal, Discover. Get some of those credit cards added to your credit reports and don't use them. But whenever your credit score drop because you use too much on your credit card, don't trip on that, because all you have to do is just pay on that credit card. And we're going to talk about utilization is the second biggest factor right after late payment. So we're going to talk about utilization. All y'all have to do is just pay down y'all credit cards, and y'all credit score is going to go up a lot. I had somebody that credit score was in the 400s, and they literally started paying down their credit cards because that was the biggest thing that was wrong with them. Their credit scores went to the high 600s in literally 3 to 4 months, and that's just because it took them time to pay it. Y'all need to figure out, we're going to talk about this too. Y'all need to figure out what day they're actually reporting to the credit bureaus and make sure that you pay it before then. So that's the statement day. Figure out what's your statement day, figure out what's your due date. Because on a due date, I would say just pay as much as you can on your credit card. And then after the statement day, that's when they're going to report. So just make sure that you just pay down those credit cards, because somebody asked too, like, is this book, this Strong and 75 workbook, they asked, was this workbook even good for people that's in debt? And it really is good for people that's in debt. So if you're in debt, this workbook is really good for you, because it's going to go over so many different sections, especially when it come down to debt. And when I did the suing to win one of my lawsuits, I can talk about this one because I didn't know to do settlements. I didn't know, like, it's called suing to win, getting money. I didn't know you need to ask for money. I didn't know that. My first lawsuit, I didn't know to ask for money. I got everything deleted from all the companies that I sued, which was not a problem. And I think that when I did that one, that was about, I was like $40,000 that I was able to get deleted from my credit reports, which is really good. And then getting the results too. So my credit scores went up so much after I did that lawsuit. So people that's in debt, depending on which companies that you're going with, you can always, and I'm not trying to give y'all legal advice too. I'm not trying to mess it up for me before I even get to law school. I'm just talking about from my experience. People that's in debt, depending on these companies, a lot of them are willing to just settle outside of court for you, settle outside of court with you, and won't even care anymore about that debt. So I tell people, if you are in debt, this book will be good for you. But also, when y'all going through this process, always keep in mind that you may need to sue them. You may need to sue the credit bureau. So I want you guys to keep that in mind. Make sure you guys continue to like this video. We are at 1K likes. Also, make sure you guys join. Like, nobody want to do Q&A. I had this brilliant idea to do Q&A. Like, come on in. Let me give you guys a free book that you're missing. Yeah, let's get this done. Okay, so we got another one, another question on YouTube. So I miss YouTube. I know I have not been posting that much on YouTube. I told y'all I had 6 classes this semester. YouTube is my main platform, so I apologize about that. But I plan to post more, okay? But I'm going to go live during this 75 days, which I did before. So Capital One closed one of my accounts because I didn't use the card for 3 years. Yeah, and did my credit score go down? I'm pretty sure your credit score went down. So I see, did my credit score go down? So I'm guessing you're saying your credit score did go down. But 3 years is a long time. I think the most a credit card held out on me was like a year. But I tell people, like, every 6 months use it. Like, I had, like, especially with Synchrony Bank. If you guys have any Synchrony Bank credit cards, um Synchrony Bank is those credit cards like the Care Credit, that's Synchrony Bank. Walgreens, that's Synchrony Bank. Lowe's, that's Synchrony Bank. They have a lot of credit cards on there. I had a Mattress Firm credit card, and I went to Mattress Firm. I was like, I never use this credit card. I use that for, like I was telling the other person that paid for that vacation. I use that because I think they gave me like a $6,000 limit, so it helped offset my utilization, right? But since I didn't use it, they closed it, and I'm like, I know this myself, but I was so busy with like my family, with school. My brother passed away, and I just like lost track of everything. And plus, too, the I can't talk about that. I don't know. I'm not gonna talk about that. But it all led to lawsuits. I was dealing with like a lot of stuff, like, and I'm like, I need to sue these people because they drive me. I need to sue these people because they driving me crazy, and I'm already going through a lot. So yeah, just I would say every 6 months, make sure you guys use your credit cards. Make sure you use your credit cards, or they're going to actually close them. So I'm going to get back on YouTube, but I have 3,500 videos on YouTube. I have a 3,500 videos on YouTube. My goal is to get to 100K subscribers. I'm at what, 74, 75 right now. So I'm going to get there. But I'm going to come back on there. I'm going to always do a credit card review. So the beginning of the month, like January 1st, I'm going to re-review all of the different credit cards. And so many credit cards that take me about 6 months to put those videos out. So I'm definitely going to be back with that. Why did I move this out the way? Let me put that back where it was supposed to be at. Yeah, but I'm definitely going to be back. But if Capital One or any of the companies close your credit cards, you may be able to ask them to open it back up. Just ask them, hey, can you open my credit card back up? And they may say yes. But I always tell people, because even if they open it back up, they got to reassess your credit. I'm not sure where your credit is going to be at again. But even if they reopen it back up, it probably not be that same limit that you have. They may tell you too to reapply for the credit card. Like, oh, if you want it again, you can easily reapply. And it's like, no, I just want you to open that one back up because I don't need any hard inquiries. I don't want to start this whole thing back over. So again, y'all, we are officially, so you see how it's almost 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right? So at 7 o'clock p.m., I'm going to be very strict because it's two classes. It's going to be 7 o'clock and 8 p.m. And I'm pretty sure you all going to be asking a lot of questions. So during that time, 7 o'clock hit, I'm going to wait 5 minutes, let everybody come in, just get all settled up, just like settle in, just like if we were in school. In my college class, they kind of started, some of my professors started right away, but some of them like, let us all come in. So I'm going to let you all come in because I'm going to be live at least by 6:45. By 7:05, we're going to have a lot of stuff that we have to go over here. And I have to make sure that I let you guys know exactly what you have to go over in here. So I don't want to waste any time. So at 7:05, make sure you all are in here. Again, classes at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock Eastern time. So make sure you guys are in here on time, and at between 7:05 and 7:35, that's when I'm going to go over, go do a full 30 minutes, go over everything. And then after that, I'm going to answer any questions that you have. And then I'm going to also make sure that I do some type of thing where we probably do another game or something. If people want to come on, I'm just surprised that you all are so shy to want to come on and do the Q&A. And maybe if YouTube too, since YouTube, Facebook, maybe if y'all not shy, if y'all ready to do the questions, I'll do the questions with you all too. I'm okay with that, okay? I'm okay with doing it for YouTube. You just have to type in your answer. So if you say you want to do it, just let me know in the comments and I'll be able to do it. And TikTok, if y'all want to do it, you just request to join. Jalea, do you know how they request to join the TikTok? Is it very simple? Like to request to join? Auto? Okay. Okay, perfect. So yeah, y'all can request to join, or if you're on YouTube or Facebook, you can request to join. Now, the 7 o'clock class and the 8 o'clock class, they're going to be the exact same classes. The only difference is going to be the people that's there, they're going to ask different questions. Since I like to know everything, honestly, I remember coming to my classes early and staying late, especially when it came down to my credit classes. Oh, hold on. You was able to just come. You accepted it, Julia? Okay, so you want to do some Q&A? We got a Q&A here. Okay, I'll give you two different sets, so you can pick which one you want. Do you want to go over the credit basics or do you want to go over credit reports? Okay, credit basics. So the first question is, what's the highest FICO score that you can have? 850. Yep, that's perfect. Okay, so 850. And then what does FICO stand for? This one is a little harder. Fair Isaac Corporation. So they're just a regular like company. Okay, the next one I'll probably pass on that one because that one is harder. But you should know the next ones for sure. So what is considered a good credit score range? Like what would be considered good credit? I'll give I'll give you that. I put good credit. You can kind of go down to like a 680. Like you get to 680. No, I would say like a 680, but I still think that that's still a good credit score. Okay. And then what's one thing that hurt your credit score the most? Like out of all things, what hurt your credit score the most? N- No, late payments. Okay. Yeah, late payments. And then yes, it dropped your credit score. Yes, every month is like boom, 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 every month. Utilization, that is next. So, but it's go hand in hand. So, late payments is 35% of your credit score, and utilization is 30% of your credit score. And then how often should you check your credit report? Like minimum, they say. They say yearly. So yeah, okay. Let me give you, since you got two of them wrong, let's do one more set. And if you get at least 4 out of 5, then I'll give you the book of your choice. Okay. You ready for it? All right. So your credit report. So how many major credit bureaus are there? The major ones. The- Okay, and the next one was name them. So you did both of those. That's good. Um, what can you see on your credit report? Like name at least three things that you can see on it. Like if you look at your credit report, name three things that you can like see on it. Mm-hmm. Your accounts. Mm-hmm. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Okay, good, good. Okay, you got this. Okay, so this one was easier for you. Credit reports. When you check your credit score, does it hurt you? When you check it. Okay, good. When you check it, is this not okay? So no. Yes. Okay, perfect. And then what law gives you the right to dispute errors on your credit report? Do you know that law? Mhm. No, the law, like the F. It starts with an F, and it's like it's 4 letters. You know what I mean? Okay. You got it. You got it. That's fine because I still get 4 out of 5, so that's good. So that one is the Fair Credit Report Next, so the FCRA. And for the collection companies, because I had to use that for my collection companies, my lawsuits I didn't pass was the FDCPA, the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. So that's debt collection. But that's fine. Okay, so I still can give you a free book. So which one did you purchase already? You purchased this one right here. This the one you're gonna need for the class that start on the 17th. Okay, so this is the one that you purchased. So the only one other one that I do have in stock right now is the Sue and to Win, and I also have a 90-day planner too. If you want to get the planner, this is the one I use to like plan out my next 90 days. This may be good for you to pair with your workbook too. So which one you want? Jimmy, you see that Ricky didn't like that? Let me know in the comments because I maybe we need to get off of here. I don't know what it was like going back and forth. So let me know. And this one right here, when I say to pair with it, it's just 90 days of planning. So what I like to do, like in my life, what I like to do for 90 days, I like to put a list of the 12 things that I want to get accomplished for the 90 days. And I like to break it up and put 4 things in each month. And then once I do that, I actually break it down and just say, okay, I'm gonna tackle these things in this month. Like these are the goals that I want to get done, and you kind of put them in here. But let me know which one. If you have, so this is another good one that I think that you might should choose too. I don't know if you told me one in the comments yet, but let me just make sure I explain it. So this is another one that I think that you might should choose. If you know you got collections, I think you should get this one here. If you know you got collections, that's just you know you got collections. Um, this one right here. So if you know you got collections, I would say choose this one here. Okay, good. All right, because this one right here, I'm telling y'all, I was scared to put this together. I can because when you sign an agreement, a lot of times they try to silence you. But since I went to school and learned so much, I kind of put everything that I learned in my class inside of here. And I actually do have a actual course that actually have complaints there that you can use. And I'm gonna put like requests for production because I think that's gonna be something vital. To me, I feel like when I was in class, they taught when you start requesting a lot of documents at that point, that's when they want to settle. Um, so yeah, this is a good one. So I'm gonna double check. I should be able to have your name on there. I'm gonna double check it and mail it. But if not, make sure that you text me, message me after this, and I'll make sure I have that out tomorrow in the mail. And just in case, because I know a lot of people have the book already in their carts. I told you guys I was going to bring down the price when somebody wins. So let me see how I can do like a flash sale. Julie, you know how to do a flash sale? Okay, I'm gonna figure this out, y'all, because I have to figure this out. That's why I want to go live early. Julie, you see it? Huh? You gotta pick a product? Just do the credit workbook that we're about to do. So I'm gonna do this one here. You see it? Oh, you gotta go to the app. No, they have it on here. They said just you should be able to do it on here. Okay, y'all. I just want to figure this out because this is gonna be huge that I do give you guys this thing. Why does count? Okay. I guess I'm not gonna figure it out on here. I'm not gonna figure it out. Okay, so I know I can put it on here. So, but how is it gonna work? Oh, that's not good. Okay, so I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna figure it out, but right now I'm just gonna do the flash sale on here because I know how to do it on a computer. And I'm gonna continue to try to figure it out. But I think that you really did good. I know that when you get done with this, you're gonna be like, and I actually been doing credit for a long time in terms of learning credit. The only reason why I learned credit is because I messed up my credit very early. I worked at the bank when I was in high school, and I never knew anything about credit. And they don't teach you that much about credit. I don't even think the other people really know about credit. Only thing they knew about is like check systems because that's what they need to have. They need to look at your check systems to be able to approve you for accounts. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't think they knew that much about credit, honestly. And I knew that they couldn't have known that much about credit because the people that I work with later on came back and asked me to delete stuff off their credit reports. And they were older than me too, because I was the one in high school working at the bank. I was a teller when I was at the bank, but I messed up my credit during that time. I didn't even know. I wouldn't say during that time, but as soon as I turned 18, because I didn't know much about it. So I had to learn how to actually fix my credit. So once I learned how to fix my credit, I started buying properties and I was like, oh, you know what? I want to help other people be able to buy credit. I mean, buy properties and stuff like that. And then I realized that I wasn't like other people weren't able to do it. So I was like, dang, okay, let me start helping y'all fix our credit because that's simple. And I just started helping people during that time. And okay, I see. You know how to do it, Jalea? The Strong and 75 workbook, the credit workbook. I just got stuck in it like on Facebook. I just started helping, and I was having kids on that time. I had like kids back to back. So I was like, all right, I'll go ahead and help y'all. So I kind of been stuck doing it now because I see the need for it. And then I learned that people were actually getting money. I learned about a guy that was suing for people putting inquiries on his credit report. He was suing them and he was getting like $20,000, or he'll apply for a job, and then the place that he applied for, they will do a background check on him without telling him, which they're not supposed to do that, and he will sue them. I mean, like huge companies. And I was going through all of his documents because a lot of the documents, when you sue, they're available online. It's public record. So I would go through a lot of the documents and I'm like, oh my gosh, he's getting so much money. And we're right here begging these companies, or we don't even know about this. So I had a meeting. I would say like in 2020, I had a meeting where I came down to Florida. I met with Morgan and Morgan because I found out that they were actually suing, because I was with an attorney that was helping sue. He was getting settlements, and I just feel like he was a bankruptcy attorney. He didn't fully know about like the FCRA, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, or FDCPA. And now I look back on it, they didn't even know that much, to the point where they couldn't even put a complaint together. They didn't understand it fully, I guess. But I started working with them, basically started suing, and then I came down here and had a meeting with the attorneys at Morgan and Morgan that do FCRA basically, and I found out that they were having huge cases too. I mean, like especially identity theft. Now that I know that attorneys are really getting like over $100,000, like they're helping their clients get a lot of money if you have identity theft. And what we do if we have identity theft, we just cry about it. They're actually not just them, but just it's a lot of attorneys. I have a whole list of attorneys because right now I'm connecting people with attorneys too. But I found out they was helping get a lot of money, and I was thinking I was gonna work with them, but I guess since I wasn't a paralegal, I did not have my degree. I realized they just treated me a certain way, and I felt like I should be paid a certain amount. And I guess they wanted me to work at the bottom, and I could not humble myself because I look back at it, I should have done that, just started going in. But I think that since I did not go that route, I'm more hungrier doing it the way that I'm doing it now. And I get paid more technically too because I'm not doing like a lot of cases or whatnot with them. But I realized I need to go to law school. So that's when I started going to law school and learning. But technically, if we think about how long I've really been knowing about credit, I think it's been about, let me think. I say it's been about when I was around, bought my first property when I was 23. So I would say it's been since I was 23. So about 10 years now. And I just been learning so much. And that's how I know like our next step is really just suing. And once you sue and get you a settlement, trust me, you couldn't wait till collection company put some on your credit reports because you already know what you need to do. So did you figure it out, Julia? No, is that the only one we can do? That's what they said. We can't. Okay, so let me see if I can lower the price of it. I'm just gonna lower the price of the actual product. And that's what I'm gonna do for the people that want to be able to purchase it. But I have been doing it for a while and I realize it's still a lot more that I need to learn. I just hope that I'll be able to like stick with this because when dealing with the attorneys like you in my case, I went through so much craziness with like the attorneys because they act like a lot of this stuff is like theirs, like they I guess a lot of their money is dependent on it, but they act like this is their life, like seriously. I mean, lying and just doing all types of stuff. So I would always tell people when they dealing with attorneys, make sure. I wonder what is this about, Jalea? Why can't I do it? Make sure you get everything in writing, basically. Okay, so let me see if I can drop the price of the actual product. Because I'm just not figuring this out. I'm just not getting it. Okay, so let's see. And then I'm gonna see if the price of it drops. Okay, I don't see it dropping. Let me see. I'm gonna try to see if I can drop it. Okay, it did go down to 23.99. That's not the price I want looking at. I want to be even cheaper than that. Let me see if I do 35.99. Say, like, what would that price be? Okay, let me see if it changed again. Okay, let me try one more time. I want it to be like at $20, and it's already like 40% off. Okay, so I'm glad I'm going live early so I'll be able to know like how to navigate this, how this stuff even gonna work. 32.99. Okay, so then that's gonna be 19.79. Okay, perfect. So that is gonna be good then. Okay, good. That's the one I wanted to bring now. Okay, it worked, and then I have a lot of coupons on there, so that's gonna be working good. So the people that have it, they could be able to use it. All right, perfect. I think that's gonna go good. I just need to figure out how to do a flash sale, and then I'll be good. My All right, y'all. So let me go over everything, and then you guys can go back to your perspective spots. You guys can go back to your perspective spots. So I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page and what we're gonna do. So when I go live October 17th, we're going to go over this workbook here. So when we go over this workbook, the class is going to start at 7 p.m. and then it's going to start another time at 8 p.m. Whenever you buy these workbooks, whenever you buy the workbooks, you guys will have access to a free course. So any recording that you miss, because I see some people say, "Hey, I work at night, I'm busy at night, I can't watch it live at night." Whatever you guys miss is going to be in the course. I recorded this previously. I recorded 75 days of it already. You guys can go and watch those. I do suggest you do watch those, especially if you guys know that you possibly want to sue like the credit bureaus, collection companies, because during that time I was going through things. I was trying to silence myself and not say too much because, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, LJ Ross, the collection company attorney, or, the credit bureaus might be listening to me. But as I was getting like settlements, like Equifax finally settled, y'all, I was so excited. I was talking about it inside of those videos. And now that I signed agreements, it's certain things I just cannot say anymore that I probably was okay with saying. I'm pretty sure during that time I talked about everything that happened. I'm probably going to come back when we do, I think it's like day 60 something in the workbook where I tell you guys like the actual steps on suing. I'm pretty sure I will come back and say it, but please watch the live and go back and watch those old recordings. They're all in the course. Once you guys buy the workbook, what I'll do is I will go ahead and give you access. I'll text you access to the course. So that's going to be at 7 p.m. and at 8 p.m. and that's Eastern Standard Time. Now at 9 p.m., that's when I'm actually going to do this workbook here. This one is all sold out. I don't have any more copies of it. It's coming in about a week and a half. I literally just got copies of these workbooks. So I literally just got copies of these workbooks. So hopefully these will come little faster, but this one is going to start November 1st and also December 1st. So we have time. I know for sure by the time I get the workbooks, I literally ship out same day or within 24 hours. I usually try to get those orders out. So you guys will be able to get this one on time and I finally be able to get it. This one is going to be November 1st, December 1st at 9 p.m. So this was only going to be one class. And I do suggest if you have this one, I do suggest that you get this workbook here though, because everything that is inside of this is literally based off of this. So when I did this right here, like the 75 days bother me, honestly, if I could tell y'all the truth. It's just too long to me. I got more of a like a obsessive personality where like y'all see I'm doing 6 classes this semester, right? I literally did 4 accelerated classes, and then I did one class that lasts the whole semester. And now I'm doing one accelerated class that literally starts today and that end in early December. I like to get this stuff done really, really fast. Like, can we get it done in like 6 weeks? That's like more me. I like to get it done fast. And that's why I really, really love this book right here, because this right here gets it done fast. It don't play any games. When I did this, even with you guys, I was getting bored. I was literally getting bored because I just felt like when we do a day in here, I'm like, come on, y'all, we could do 3 more days. Like when I do my homework, like even with my daughter, we had a thing where what we'll do is we'll make sure we have 2 weeks of school done in one week. We was like, we're gonna get this stuff done early, and then on Fridays we'll go and we'll get us some takeout basically somewhere, because I like to get stuff done fast. So if you like me and you like Rakita, like especially y'all saying y'all was gonna do this great lock in. A lot of people said it was gonna lock in. If y'all really want to lock in, I suggest y'all get this one, because and if y'all do this, the goal is 100 points. Y'all do this one in the 30 days, y'all gonna have more points most likely than a person that does this, because they're gonna do certain things, but it's gonna take them a while to even get to a step that you already did in 30 days. So y'all gonna be able to see y'all credit score go up faster. So this one gonna start November 1st. Is gonna end November 1st gonna end November 30th. This one right here, we starting on the 17th. There's nothing wrong with this. This is for the people like Antoinette came on here, she was answering questions. You know certain things, you just need to know how to like put it together, and you probably need to have somebody just hold you accountable. Like, okay, y'all, we're supposed to do work today. Then you probably need somebody to hold you accountable. You may be able to do very, very good with this one here, because it's a faster pace. But if you really don't know much about credit, your credit is really, really bad. And I say really bad, anything under 580, just think of that as like really bad, like you in desperate need of help, then maybe, and you don't know what to do, then maybe you should do this one. Hold on, yeah, we got somebody. Hello? Oh, okay, okay, bye. We had another Q&A. Y'all can request to come on here too, though, y'all. If y'all want to do some more questions, because whatever book that y'all are, okay, there we go. Whatever book that y'all are missing, I will fill in that blank. But I forgot what I was saying. I was so happy that somebody want to answer some credit questions. Um, well, basically, we're going to still go over this one, but if y'all know y'all want to do it at a faster pace, please do this one here. This is the one I really suggest for people. I like the 30 days. I think that after I do because I want to do the credit lock-in with you all, after I do this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing this one once a month. I'm going to start every first of the month. We're going to start doing this one. That's what I'm going to start doing because I like that this one is so accelerated. It's like hurry up and get everything done, and y'all gonna see y'all credit scores just going up and up and up. It's gonna start going up fast, and that's why if y'all can see like some of the results that's on my profile, that's from some of my clients that go fast. I do have some clients that's very slow that don't want to have their credit reports available, that start and stop, and just not all the way prepared. They're more at us like a slower pace like this, but still 75 days of just straight fixing your credit. Don't get me wrong, it is still a lot of work. But since y'all have me here and I'm here every day telling y'all to do this or do that or add this, add that, I think that y'all will be able to get a lot of stuff done faster. So let me give y'all an example. So you have to remember that person, I'm gonna keep using them as an example now, that talked about that they use their credit card, they use their credit card to pay on a vacation. So day 9 is literally talking about lowering your utilization. Can you see that? Let's see. So this is what day 9 look like, right? But if y'all can see right here, it say, hey, go to your 75 workbook and go to day 29, 30, and 31. Because it's like once you get it, you get it. So it'll tell you to go to this workbook if you want to learn more, and then you can just do the pages that's in here. And some of the pages that's in here, we did skip for the 100 points in 30 days. But you can easily add it in there if you know what I mean. So day 29, it talks about what credit utilization is in general. That day we just talk about what it is. Again, some people don't even know what utilization is. That's why I say this book can be good for you. This one right here, because it talks about the basics of like what is credit utilization. Day 30, we talk about how to calculate it. Day 31, we talk about how 30% is not enough. I really want y'all utilization under 10%. So that's gonna be day 31. And again, that was one day inside of this book. So what that's the back. One day inside of this book, we did 3 days inside of this book. But I'm not trying to discourage y'all from doing it. If y'all know that y'all are going to kind of slack, y'all have a lot of stuff going on, but y'all really do want to fix y'all credit, I would suggest y'all do this one because that 30 days, y'all, when I say lock in, y'all have to be locked in. Y'all gonna have a stuff that y'all have to do every single day. Now, every single day you're gonna have to do something in here, but like on some pages, it's gonna talk about like on day 66 I talk about how you guys need to get some type of side hustle to bring in extra money to hopefully pay down some of your debt. Day 67 we talk about budgeting, and it's not like a full on thing about budgeting. It's like, hey, you need to know about budgeting. Day 52 we talk about self and kickoff. Like if you guys heard about those are companies that can help you build your credit and boost your credit scores if you don't have enough accounts reporting. So that's something easy. Like, do you need self or kickoff? I'm going to go over what self and kickoff is, how to go about it. You literally just sign up for it and you done with your homework for that day. So it's going to be simple. We talk about authorized users for multiple days in here. So for day 36, day 37, we talk about authorized users. Authorized users is very important. I added my daughter onto about 10 of my credit cards. And I knew that was gonna help her credit score a lot. But even though I added her onto 10 of my credit cards, I actually pulled her credit reports like 2 months ago. And I realized that she only had 3 credit cards that actually reported out of all of the credit cards that she was an authorized user on. 3 of them. So I do talk about authorized users. So you guys could be asked, you can ask someone to add you on as an authorized user to help you build your credit score, boost your credit score. But I'm pretty sure we talk about authorized users and here it's not going to take us 2 or 3 days to talk about it. It's going to be straight to the point. So I do suggest that a lot of you all, if you already know about credit and you can go through the different things, I do suggest you do this one. This is going to be more accelerated. That's why you have one class at 9 p.m. Just make sure you guys get this workbook. I can't, since I am streaming on TikTok, there's certain things that I can't say, but I do have the pinned comment for a pinned comment, and you guys can go to my what do you call it? Go to, I have a pinned comment on TikTok too. Go there and you can see where you can get it at too. Um, and it's for the same price as on here too, so that's good. You can still get this, but you can get it actually in 2 days instead of me actually sending it to you. But I do suggest that you really try to do this with, like, when I start doing this again, like after the 31st of December, when we finally finish this one up. When we finish this one up right here, I'm going to start going through this one here because I'm telling y'all, if y'all just do the simple things in here, y'all gonna see a great boost to your credit score. And I'm saying 100 points is going to be minimal, especially if you're doing everything you see here. So the thing is, you just need to know what to do, and you need to actually do it, and you need to not delay with it. So I do have a checklist in here, which is something I really like that I put together. It's a quick start checklist. I do suggest that you knock this stuff out, these steps out in 1 to 2 days, and that's how you can get your credit score to go up even faster. Like, do all of the stuff that's in this checklist right here. If y'all knock this stuff out in 1 to 2 days, it's gonna make you be able to, I wouldn't say guarantee 100 points, but it's gonna help you make sure that you could possibly get your credit score to go up a lot faster. But let me go over a few things that's in here. So one thing, you got to pull your credit reports. If y'all hurry up and just pull your credit reports, like literally take the whole weekend. Don't do anything but this. Pull your credit reports. Make sure y'all print each credit report and then y'all organize them in a folder online. So I talk about that. I tell y'all too to highlight errors. I talk about how you can find errors on your credit reports. So I tell you guys to highlight errors. Just about the struggle center. I'm excited for you too. So don't forget, on the 17th, we're going to go ahead and do this. So on the 17th, we're going to start 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. I'm going to be live just like this. But since we got 7 more days until I actually go live, I decided to come on here trying to get everything together. So yeah. I decided to come on here. I'm excited for you though. But make sure too, when I get this one right here, if you haven't gotten this one already, get this one too. Because eventually you can do that one. But highlight errors on there. So to do your lawsuits or ask the credit bureaus to delete certain accounts from your credit reports, you have to find errors. So I tell people to highlight the errors. Download the digital workbooks. So a lot of people, once you guys go through the steps, like once you guys get access to the course, if you buy it on TikTok, and I actually, that's the only way I can know like your personal information. If you buy it elsewhere, I won't know your personal information. Maybe you can text me. Let me put my phone number in here, and I don't know if I can do on TikTok. It's 407-374-2747. If you text me because you did not buy it on TikTok, then I can actually send you the link. But it's some steps that you guys can complete, and then I have like a a better course for like Strong and 75. You guys easily get free access to that, and you guys will get this a digital version of this too. You don't necessarily have to buy it. You'll have a digital version of this, which is still good because look how many pages it is. Y'all can literally just print this stuff out on your own. So I do suggest that y'all look into that. And I'll make sure that I do lives within the course too, only special stuff within the course. But the thing is, y'all have to download these things, send out your first round of dispute letters. I can send out dispute letters for you all for free too. So you guys will see that within the course because within the course, you guys starting on the 17th, I'm going to give you a lot of free things. Like you guys are going to be able to get a basic dispute letter that you guys can send to the credit bureaus. You guys are also going to get a goodwill letter. Will we need a copy of all 3 credit reports before the 17th? No, you won't need a copy of all 3 credit reports before the 17th. But you, um, let me see what day we're gonna go over that. So day one, we're gonna talk about what credit scores is. The day two, the 5 parts of your credit score, and then day three, that's when I'm gonna say pull your credit reports. Because first you gotta know what we're looking at. Day three, we're gonna talk about pulling your credit reports. Day four, I'm gonna start teaching y'all how to read them. Like, okay, get y'all credit reports. When we check back in on day four, I'm gonna teach y'all how to read them, and then I'm gonna teach y'all day five, like the difference between FICO and Advantage credit score, because I'm gonna tell y'all more places where you guys can get your credit reports, and then yeah, so you don't necessarily need to have them. And you technically could delay it. That's what I'm saying. When some people start coming in on the 17th, I'm like, I don't have a workbook. You technically you can delay having them until like the ninth day of the strongest 75 because it's like a delayed thing. Um, People that's doing this November 1st, that's their first day. They need to get their credit reports immediately because it's a faster pace. But with you, you will have some time. You technically don't need them until the ninth. That's when we send out the dispute letters. But you guys are going to get a lot of free things within that course. But I'm going to start adding them on as you guys need them. Because it was a course, I put it together. It took some time for me to actually put it together. I literally put it together over a weekend, like obsessive, y'all. Can y'all say obsessive? I found all of the links to all of the old videos. I added them on there. Y'all will see them. They like, it'll say videos 1 through 10, and you'll have it there. Once y'all see like 1 through 10, if y'all know we in 1 through 10 of this workbook, that's where y'all gonna see y'all downloads too when y'all get inside the course. Okay, I'm happy that you got yours. Okay, so I'm gonna see you on the 17th too. Now I know I'm kind of nice now, but I'm gonna be like drill sergeant. No, I'm just joking. But I'm gonna be very serious about us getting this stuff done. But you're gonna get a lot of stuff like I believe I gave you guys like a validation debt letter. I gave you guys a script for the collection company, a goodwill letter. I know I gave you guys a free dispute letter. I gave you guys a free inquiry removal guide, but I'm gonna teach you guys how to get them inquiries deleted in 48 hours too. What's gonna be a quicker way to get that stuff deleted. And for the people that actually do the steps that's in strong in 75, like if you guys complete all of the steps inside the course, like once you get this, I'm gonna make sure I text you all. Once you complete all the steps and you ask for the free 6 months worth of dispute letters, 'cause I tell people still try to dispute for 6 months. Like even when we get done with this, if stuff is still not deleted and you know you don't want to necessarily like sue right away, I still say send in dispute letters, because before I knew about suing, and some people honestly don't want to sue, I tell them still just send in dispute letters because you may find out on month 3 now the account is finally deleted. How to order the books, please. So the book should be pinned, and then I just added it as a discount. So it's literally, and then I have some coupons. I'm not sure if you guys like, let me see where my hand is at. Like you guys should see like some coupons like up in this area. I think I got like a $5 off coupon or something like that. But I have it here discounted, so you should be able to get it. Now you're gonna be able to get this one right here. And then I'm waiting on like 400 of these to come in because they were sold out. Once these come in, then you will be able to order this. So I was saying about a week and a half, but this class don't start anyway until November 1st, so you're gonna have time. But you guys should be able to click like the shopping cart down here, and that's how you should be able to purchase. But look and see if there's like some coupons up here that you can use to like get an extra $5 off. And do it before. I haven't made any announcements or anything like that. So please do it before um I make an announcement that everybody uses the coupons. But you're definitely gonna have time, and like I said, you're gonna have a lot of access to different things. And I'm sending out announcements within the course for the people that's already in the course. You're gonna, as long as you buy a workbook, I'm gonna text you. So you're gonna see that I text you, and then all you have to do is sign up. It's a free course. So yeah, don't go sharing out the link to everybody either. Maybe some a family, maybe if you're doing it with like a family member or whatnot, then you can share the link with them. But I do think that y'all should not only come on here live with me and do the workbook, but I do think that y'all should have like some type of family member or somebody that you're doing it with that can hold you accountable. That's what I really do believe. But if y'all want to order the book, you'll see it right here in the shopping cart. So yeah, you guys will be able to purchase the book there. And this is the main one that you guys need to get now because this one is 1 week away. So start next Friday, and then we're gonna do that at 7 p.m. and at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you guys will be there for that one. Okay, you're welcome. You want to do a Q&A? No, I think you said you was at work, right? So I'm still doing for the people that purchase the workbooks, I'm gonna add on additional book, whichever one you're like missing. The main one I think a lot of people should get since it's not this kind of like the other one is this one here. So once you buy the workbook, if you want to come on and do a Q&As when I ask you questions, as long as you get at least 4 out of 5, and then I will give you a second chance just in case. If you only get 4 out of 5, I will add this one for free with your order. This is the one that this book right here is Sue and a Win. It teaches you how to get money and get your accounts deleted when you're fighting against the creditors, collection companies, and the credit bureau. So that's what this book is here. I won't say that I talked about my experience with suing because um, I signed certain agreements. I can't say that I talked about my experience, but this right here is what I learned in my class. When I took 2 classes on how to do complaints, how to sue, what you need to ask for. We went over so many different cases. That's exactly what this one is here. So if you request to come in live, you answer the questions correctly, I'll make sure I give you an additional book, which will most likely be this one here. Because that's really the only other one that I have. I have to wait till the other ones come in, probably in about like a week and a half. So make sure you guys are tapping the screen so that you guys can have more likes on the screen, and make sure that you guys are sharing it out. I believe you can like hold out my face and like share it with some people that you are, let me see. You can share it with your friends on here, people that you are friends with on TikTok. But yeah, for the class, for the people that's just now coming in to the class, it's going to be at 7 p.m., 8 p.m., and 9 p.m. At 7 and 8 p.m., I'm going to do every day in this workbook here. We're started on the 17th. So every day we're gonna do a day in this workbook. This one is gonna last 75 days. So this one right here is gonna take you into the new year. And then starting November 1st, we're going to do this one, which is going to be at 9 p.m. So this is the one that we're going to do at 9 p.m. And this is going to start November 1st. It's going to end November 30th. And then I'm going to start it again December 1st. So this is the one that we're going to do at 9 p.m. So make sure you all have this book for sure. And when I get more copies of the other book in, I'll let you all know. And then you guys can be able to follow along with this one. This one is more for somebody that's like, you already know about credit. You messed up your credit before. You just need to kind of get your credit fixed quickly. Maybe you're trying to buy a house. You know, I am a real estate broker. Maybe you're trying to buy a house. Maybe you're trying to buy a car. This is really for you. You're trying to get some credit cards quick. You're trying to get a personal loan. Maybe you're trying to do personal guarantees for business credit, and you know that you need to have your credit together. That is really what this one is, because this one is very accelerated. Certain days in this book may be like 3 to 4 days in this book. This is more of a slower path. It is a lot of stuff that we're going to have to do, but I kind of hold your hand through it. A lot of stuff I can be able to help do on my end too if you need the help. And whoever purchased a book, you want to get access to a free course. Make sure you guys ask your questions within the free course. And two, my phone number will be in a free course too, where you guys can call and ask questions too. And that way, if you guys feel like you're falling behind or you just don't know something, you just have a quick question like, well, my situation is different. What do I do about this? What do I do about that? Then you guys can actually call us and ask any questions that you guys have. So yeah, this one is going to start again November 1st, but the books are not in right now. It is more accelerated, so I want you guys to be prepared. Like, this one is not going to be a joke. This is going to be at 9 o'clock, and I only have one class for this one because it's just more an accelerated thing. And the people that do class 7 and 8, I do suggest they come back or stay for 9, and then I suggest you still do some stuff in here. Like, it's nothing wrong with working ahead. I really believe in working ahead. And I really like this one. more because I like stuff at a faster pace. So yeah, it'll tell you like, hey, this is going to be week one. You just see on here like, okay, this is going to be week one. This is your checklist. If you get all this stuff done, it's going to make sure that you guys are going to get your credit score at that 100 points that you're looking for. And when I say 100 points, if you guys are already at 700, maybe you won't get 100 points. Maybe you'll end up getting 70 points, 60 points, 50 points. It all depends on what your problem is. Some people may be able to get even more points. So let me show y'all like the some of like the 30-day results. So let me see how I can actually show y'all some of the 30-day results because it is different for everyone. Uh-oh. Like the results are going to be different for everyone. You may have like, depending on what your credit score is, it may move differently. So like these results right here, these are 30-day results from one of my clients, right? So imagine, remember I say 100 points? The reason why I say that y'all can get 100 points when y'all do this is because I have seen clients do it and they didn't even follow all of the steps in here. Maybe they did 3 or 4 things that was in here within the 30 days. But you got, I would say about 27 things in here that you're going to have to do within a 30-day period. So imagine how much your credit score can go up. But when I say within 30 days, this is kind of what I mean. You may not see like, you see how on Equifax it went up 74 points. On Experian, it went up 45 points. On TransUnion, it went up 47 points. So it's different on all three credit bureaus. Y'all gonna see something like that. But a lot of stuff, when y'all go through this workbook right here, a lot of stuff, I do suggest y'all go back and repeat it. Sometimes I'm going to tell y'all, hey, y'all need to apply for some credit cards. Sometimes I'm going to tell y'all, and maybe when you apply for credit cards, you're just starting off your credit's in the 400s, low 500s. Nobody giving you a credit card. Maybe you got one secure credit card, two secure credit cards, because that's all you can afford within that 30 days. You're still going to see a nice increase in your credit score as long as you're making sure you get your account deleted and things like that. You're applying for like kickoff, so those easier companies to get. But once you get those secure credit cards added to your credit reports, I do want you guys to go back in and apply for more credit cards because they're going to be able to approve you later on. So when you guys go through this book, I do suggest y'all repeating some of the things that's in this book. I'm going to tell y'all one day, get asked to be added as an authorized user. Maybe y'all don't know anybody at the time, but then maybe you're going to find somebody and that's going to be a month later. You could ask them at that time. Don't think that you can't go back and ask them to do it. Add you as an authorized user. When you guys do disputes, in this book, I talk about when you want to do disputes, I do suggest that you guys do 3 months of disputes or 3 rounds of disputes to have like a really good, stable lawsuit where it's like, I gave y'all 3 chances to delete it. Now let's settle this outside of court or, like basically get y'all some money, get y'all some deletions, and make sure that this stuff is coming off y'all credit report so y'all credit score can go up. But I'm telling y'all to do 3 months of disputes. If we doing this stuff right here in 30 days, it's no way y'all gonna have 3 months of disputes. Y'all ain't gonna have 1 month of disputes. And then too, y'all have to send out y'all stuff certified mail. Let me see if I can get a certified receipt. Y'all gonna have to send y'all stuff out certified mail, which is best, which is this right here. So y'all might find out that y'all stuff took 4 days to get there, 5 days to get there. Y'all 30 days don't start until they actually get it, because one of the things with the FCRA is they have 30 days to respond to your disputes. You have to give them 30 days. If y'all don't give them 30 days and then y'all try to sue them, I'm not trying to not giving legal advice, but I knew that if I did not get a credit bureau's 30 days and I was trying to sue them, I know it's gonna be a problem, like you, because I didn't follow the rules. Like, so know that some stuff y'all gonna have to repeat in here, like y'all disputes. Okay. Um, Tracking y'all accounts. We're gonna talk a lot about tracking your accounts, where to track them at. When I first got into credit, I was obsessed. I don't think the sale is done. Is it? No, it's still up there. Let me see. Let me see if I can pin it back up there. I'm gonna actually just keep the sale on because I have more coming in. So I'm gonna keep the sale on. And that's the one that you're gonna need because that one was originally $29.99. And then I don't know if the coupons should still be up there. So that's something that you're gonna have to see if they still have some. But I always lose my track, so I'm gonna have to start over. I don't know what I was talking about. If I see comments, I would rather answer those comments. I only had good times at order. It's not up anymore. Oh, is it because Julie, can you see the book on your end? It's still up? Oh, are you talking about this one right here is not up there anymore? Because this one right here, I don't have it in I don't have copies of it anymore. Everybody bought them out. I don't have this one anymore. None of them. Um, I'm not sure then. Is that the one you're talking about? Or are you talking about the soon to win one? But she said she can't see any of them. Yeah, I would say refresh it, see if you can go out, like make sure you follow me so that you can know where I'm at just in case, and like leave out and come back in, and then you should be able to um see it. But some stuff is you're gonna have to repeat. Setting stuff up on auto pay, that's something that you guys are gonna have to do with all of your credit cards. I've seen people I was working with a client that was trying to so I would say if you already follow me, like go out and just come back in. Okay, you came back in. And then see if they're there now. But I was helping somebody buy a house and they had like a $10 minimum payment on their credit card and they did not pay the minimum payment. And their credit scores went down so much. And when you're trying to buy a house, you really don't need to have any late payments for the last year. You kind of want to wait a whole year, don't have any late payments. Once you all do that, have no late payments, your credit score is usually at least above, like I say, like a 620. Sometimes they can go down to a 580, then that you'll be able to purchase a house. But they didn't have their credit cards on auto pay because I'm pretty sure they could pay $10. Like once you see how much your credit score is damaged, like from late payments is going to hurt you. Now, one of my clients' credit scores went down so much. Do y'all know why it went down so much? Those pesky student loans. So they had some student loans on their credit reports that they did not pay, or they probably didn't even know that they're going to start reporting them late. And their credit scores went down so much. I was just so sick looking at that, like it was my credit scores. I did not like it at all. But I think I took a screenshot of them just to warn y'all about these student loans because they not a joke at all. Let me see if I can find them. I don't want to accidentally press the wrong photo. I'm trying to scroll through here. Okay, I guess I'm not gonna find it. No, I'm not gonna find it. I guess let me see. So these are not it. This is just I was gonna just bring this up to tell y'all like if y'all credit scores are really low, y'all can really see an increase. Y'all see how much one credit bureau went up because their credit scores was at 504. And let me also show you all some results too on YouTube and Facebook. Like I'm just totally neglecting y'all. how much y'all can see like credit scores go up. So this is a good example too. So the one that I'm showing on YouTube is how one of my clients' credit scores went up 113 points, but that's just because their credit score was so low, and that's just one bureau. So imagine, what's happening across all three credit bureaus when you add them up. And then I'm showing them another one with 63-point increase. And again, a lot of times when you're saying this isn't like a 30-day span. And then this was someone's credit scores. I was able to help somebody that only has secure credit cards. Because a lot of people think that you will need other credit cards, but I have some results on here too where somebody only has secure credit cards and they was able to get their credit score in the 700s with just secure credit cards. Now they wasn't just bullcrap credit cards. When I say bullcrap credit cards, some of them credit cards that have like those crazy annual fees. It was like Capital One secured, Navy Federal secured, Discovered secured. But the point is their credit score was able to go to the 700s. And for somebody that's trying to buy a house, getting your credit score to the 700s is going to help with your interest rates a lot. And this is somebody that actually paid. This is what I talked about earlier, where I said one of my clients' credit scores went up a lot. And what they did was they actually made sure that they paid their credit cards down, utilization. So that for that person that said they did the vacation thing, this is how much your credit score can actually go up by just paying down your credit card. Somebody else asked me on one of my, oh my gosh, I'm just doing so much, ain't I, y'all? That's the wrong thing. Somebody on here asked me before, like, one of the biggest things that we're going to have to do is we are going to have to face like student loans and companies that's on your credit reports. That's one of the things that we are going to have to face. So, or like, say if you got like negative accounts on your credit reports, like these here, y'all can see these accounts right here. This is something that we're going to have to work to do. We're going to have to work on deleting accounts from your credit reports. So the ones that's here is like Navy Federal. As much as I like Navy Federal, if y'all mess up with them, y'all going to have to get that stuff deleted. I think I have these results on here somewhere. Yep, these are the same results that I'm showing on TikTok. I'm showing here on YouTube now. Y'all gonna have to get it deleted. They had self, but they end up messing it up. So if you mess up with them, they gotta go now. Navy Federal, they talked about that. We like Navy Federal, but if you mess up with them, we gotta go with that. The Home Depot, that's another one. You mess up with it, they gotta go now because these accounts are messing up. You trying to get more credit cards. And then don't forget all the bad payment history that you may have. All of that stuff is just messing it up. So the Home Depot, Best Buy, they have Best Buy, Kickoff. Kickoff is a good one. I told you guys earlier that you may want to apply for a Kickoff. You may want to apply for self-lender. It's not self-lender anymore. It used to be self-lender. I love the saying self-lender. Self, but if you mess up with it, it gotta go. Discover, they messed up with that, so it had to go. And they had a credit union that they applied for, and they had credit with that had to go after they messed up with it. So disputing the accounts, getting stuff deleted, that's going to be a huge part of your credit, especially if you all have these negative accounts. It's going to be something huge. Now, some people also may have some student loans or some other negative accounts. So that's something else that we're going to have to work on. But that's why I'm going to have to teach you guys how to look at these accounts. And I always tell people, don't be married to these companies because eventually you may have to like remove them. Like as much as I like Citibank, if you mess up with them, you might have to get that stuff deleted. Like it is what it is. Y'all can see right here, if you mess up with Citibank, you're going to have to just get that stuff deleted. Like, it is going to be what it is. You're not going to be able to keep those accounts on there just because of all the bad payment history that you have on there. Eventually you're going to have to move on and you're going to have to get that stuff deleted eventually. So don't be married to these accounts. If y'all messed up with certain accounts, don't look back. It is what it is. Like this, a collection get removed. Collections, y'all never married collections in the first place because y'all never had debt with them at all. And I would just hope that collections don't come off my credit report at this point. Because they mess with the wrong person at this point. Like I'm gonna go to get some money. LVNV funding, a lot of people have them on their credit reports. They have a collection with them reporting on their credit reports, that's LVN funding actually getting deleted. So if y'all have collections, y'all have negative accounts. Oh, so you was actually able to do it. That's good. Okay, good job. You was able to actually purchase. So I'll see you on the 17th. I'll see you on the 17th at 8 p.m. Pick which time that you're going to come in. And don't forget, I'm going to text you the course. After I get done going live, I'm actually going to text you the course. For anybody that bought today, I'm going to actually text you guys after I make the videos for today. 9 p.m. is going to be this one, though. If you don't have this book yet. But if you go to the course, you will see how you can get a digital copy of it, and you can actually do 9 p.m. then. But this one starts November 1st anyway, so you got time. But maybe it's 9 p.m. your time, because I'm Eastern Standard Time. I'm in Florida. But that's why I tell you guys, get your credit reports and know like exactly what's going on with your credit. But I'm gonna teach y'all how to read it. I never realized it took so much reading. It took so much to actually read these accounts on your credit report. I never realized that. Here is some more results of like accounts being deleted. So if y'all see this, and then I had my daughter a few years. Yeah, see you on the 17th. And then I'm not going to forget about mailing your book. I'm going to mail it out tomorrow since you did win this one. I'm going to mail it out tomorrow. If you're very new to credit, you got the right workbook. This is the one that you just got right here. This is good for you. But if you're, I don't know what your situation is. If you know that you're trying to get you a car really soon, you're trying to get you a house really soon, you're trying to build your credit very, very fast, or you want just the most out of it, like you just obsessed. I would say just, we're doing this big lock in. I've been locked in. I've been posting everywhere. I've been doing class. I've been doing a lot. Like if you say you're gonna do this great lock-in that we've seen already on TikTok, I would say still come. I would come to all three. Just stay for all three sessions because you're gonna learn so much. Okay, so if you're just trying to, well, you ain't in a rush then. If you're not in a rush then, if you're saying you already got your house, you already got your car, and all of that. So just, I would say this, you got the right workbook. Just do this workbook and just make sure that every day you have everything done. If you know, some people's asking what to do if I go on vacation, what to do, all these different things. You already know, like if we're on day, let me see, if we on day 65, and we're talking about increasing your income is going to help you all lower your credit score because it's going to help you reduce your utilization. You're going to have more money to pay on your credit cards for day 65 inside the course that I'm going to text you. Make sure you all actually sign up for it. Inside that free course, you can actually see day 65. If you know you're going to be gone for a day, or maybe you missed a live, just go in there and do everything ahead of time. That's what I would suggest. Just go in there and do it all ahead of time. That's why I put that free course there, because I know a lot of people are going to come on here and say, I wasn't able to do this, or I wasn't able to do that. And then I got a comment when I first sold out this workbook right here, I got a comment, somebody saying, oh, what if I'm going on vacation? I'm going on vacation during this time and I'm still gonna go live, even while I'm on vacation. I'm already figured out my system. I've got TikTok, Facebook going on, and I have YouTube going on. I already figured out what I'm gonna do. I know I'm gonna be on vacation. I'm still gonna go live. I'm just gonna make sure I have a copy of this book and the other books. I'm just gonna have them with me, and then I have like notes that I have used. I'm just gonna bring it with me. But in y'all case, y'all can just do this stuff ahead of time. That's what I would say. Y'all can just do this stuff ahead of time, and y'all can watch the videos from before. But when I did the videos, they're about an hour long. Some of them only probably 15 minutes, 7 minutes, 30 minutes, because it wasn't that much that we had to go over. But I really did pour a lot of my energy into those classes, so definitely watch them. But yeah, I suggest you just go into the course and you'll be able to have access to it. Oh, you want to, okay. So if you want it for just yourself and family and friends, do this one, because once you get done with this and I talk to you and like I'm start teaching you live, you're gonna learn so much from just this one. That's what I would suggest. Like just this one right here is be fine. And then as you do this one and you want to just go deeper, or you want to know how to do it even faster, because now you already know the steps, but you want to be able to put it together and go faster, again, that's when you can do this one here. But this one is not in stock. I will have this one back in stock soon. So that's what I would suggest altogether, what you should do. Yeah, if you work 5 to 8 p.m., you're welcome. If you work at the time, then you're gonna have to watch the recordings anyway. So you might as well just get into the course and you'll be able to see it. It's all available within the course, so you'll be able to see it then. So I would suggest you just work a day ahead, and that way, if you have questions, you could probably peep into the live and just ask a question and keep something in your ear. Keep something in your ear, just like drop your question, and then I'll make sure I answer your question because I'm still going to answer everybody questions regardless. That's what I'm going to do when I go live. I'm going to do it at the end after I go over the complete lesson that we have to go over, but I'm still going to make sure that I answer everyone's questions. So don't feel like I won't answer your questions. But again, this is the main one. This is the one I think a lot of people are going to have to. I think that this is the one that a lot of people should do, but just because I know people's not as obsessed as I am, I can't even say it. People are not as obsessed as I am. So that's the one I think a lot of people are going to have to do. Okay, let's hope that this pineapple juice give me some energy. I went to the gym earlier. I was like, okay, let me go to the gym. Let me come back home and do my hair. Let me get ready for this. And I didn't want to drink coffee because I want to go to sleep tonight. I don't want to be up at night. But yeah, make sure you guys get this one while it's still discounted. I know as soon as I post a video, you order both books. Okay, perfect. As soon as I go live, as soon as I post the comments, as soon as I post the video on TikTok, they're gonna sell this one out. So if you don't have it, already get it. And if you want to come on and answer questions, then I will give you guys the book that you're missing, which will most likely be this one here. And please take this serious for the people that actually get it. I know I made it as short as I can. Y'all see how like straight to the point this is? It really is like straight to the point. I think that this one is a big one that a lot of people are missing, especially those people where maybe you already tried disputing, you got discouraged. Y'all probably paid somebody to do disputing for y'all. Even if y'all paid somebody to do disputing for y'all before, if y'all can get a copy of those dispute letters, y'all probably can be able to do a lawsuit. I found out that we have a certain amount of time. I think we got 2 years after the date that we knew that they messed up or we had a case to actually sue. So um y'all may be able to sue. But inside of this book, I actually break down like all of the different chapters, and it's all in order in the steps of which you'll have to do everything. But I literally made sure that I didn't have a lot of pages on here. So it's 10 chapters, but every chapter don't have a lot of pages. Some of them is straight to the point. Now, my favorite chapter in here is about settling. So settlement negotiations, that's going to be chapter 7. That's what I'm going to teach you guys how like to settle with the credit bureaus. And let me just throw this out there. I learned settlements in my class. When I took a class last December, I learned settlements. My professor talked about a lot of times how the hospitals settle for millions for just doing, reckless things. They just settle because they don't want to get out there. So when it come down to the settlement negotiations, I always tell people to have like a high amount. When you want to settle, you put your complaint in. A lot of times, I always tell people to start with a high amount. So I always say start with like 25,000, start with 30,000. Make sure that you actually have. You're gonna need damages. That's something I learned in school. If you don't have damages, then there's no way you can possibly sue. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not trying to get legal advice. Let me maybe just talk in terms of myself because I just do not want to get in trouble before I actually go to law school. Like you already in trouble, you can't even practice law. It's like a doctor trying to do something and they're not a doctor yet. I just don't want to get myself things. But what I would say is always like if I was to do another lawsuit, if I had another lawsuit against the companies, what I would do is I will start off with a high amount. I would ask them for 30,000 right off the bat. I would ask them for 50,000, I would ask them for a high amount of money. If I have lawsuits with anybody, you start off with a high amount of money, because I just feel like they're gonna always. My professor told me it's always in negotiation that y'all can meet in the middle. So I always tell people to start off with a higher amount, and that's kind of what this goes over. And my professor also told me, which helped me do this book, because I went through the steps even when I was in school. I was like, I need to take this class, and I got a scholarship that semester too, so I was able to like pay for that class too. But she also told me that everybody have a number in which they're willing to settle. So I want you guys to understand that everybody have a number. So try to get closest to your number. But the biggest thing that you guys should think about is making sure that that stuff get deleted. Um, the biggest thing, you don't want to get credit report, and you don't want it to ever come back on. So I would tell people to really focus on getting this stuff deleted from their credit reports. So that's why I really like this book here, but this one is more advanced. This is very advanced. Now, when you guys go through this workbook here, this is the one where we're doing our class on the 7th and 8th. No, the 17th at 7 and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. When we start doing this one, starting on the 17th, you're going to do 2 rounds of dispute letters. I do suggest you do the third round of dispute letters, basically saying, hey, if you don't fix this, like a demand letter, basically, give me this amount of money. I would do like a demand letter, like saying, hey, give me this amount of money or I'm going to sue you. But as long as y'all do like the dispute letters in here, y'all just need to do a demand letter after that. So I would think. And technically, once you send out your disputes, you should be sending out certified mail, which is this here. Once you all send out your disputes, you got 2 rounds that you're going to be doing while you're doing this book with me for 75 days. You're going to just need to send out that last the demand letter, basically saying, hey, I request $20,000 before I put the lawsuit in, or something like that. That's what I would do personally. I would send out a demand letter saying, this is the last chance. I'm trying to fix this with you all. You still not trying to delete my credit reports. And I have a course for suing to win, and I have a demand letter in there too. So you guys would be should be able to, like, when you guys get this here, when you guys get this book, I have like a thing to the course here. I haven't added, and also to the in the back too. I haven't added to this course about the sue and to win, but you can see it on my website. But I have the actual course together with a demand letter. But once you guys do this book here for the 75 days, once you guys do this book here, you just need to know one more good demand letter. And then I would say, look into getting an attorney. I have connected with a few attorneys that's taken on certain cases, but I just personally, I just don't like these attorneys, honestly. As much as I don't feel like I need to be censored in a way. Like, I just don't like these attorneys out here. I would rather y'all figure out how to sue on your own, like citizens. And I laid out all of the steps here. So I laid out all the steps here. I have a lot of stuff within the course. I'm going to add more stuff within the course, just based off of just common education. Because as long as y'all know how to sue, y'all can be able to help y'all family members, y'all can help yourself. And the biggest thing with suing is I want y'all to be able to get money, like get money. Yes, we're gonna get the accounts deleted, but get money. I was telling you how a lot of these lawyers are doing $1 million cases. They getting $100,000. Like, why y'all think I decided? You know what? I'm gonna go to law school and do this. Like, I never want to do this. I never want to work. My whole goal was I was gonna buy a lot of properties and I was gonna raise my kids. That's all I wanted to do. I never wanted to teach y'all anything about credit ever. That's what my goal was. But then once I realized people was getting a lot of money for this, like especially lawyers, like some of the lawyers that I'm working with, they're charging $450 an hour. Now they're not charging you all because FCRA says that they are entitled to get paid attorney fees. So they're going to ask for this money from the credit bureaus, the collection companies, the creditors. They're not charging you the money. You should be getting a check. Like, even if you have an attorney, you should be getting a check. But still, they're going to pay a lot of money. And there's a lot of attorneys that's out here doing these um cases, but I do suggest y'all really learn to do this yourself. Like seriously, I want y'all to learn how to do this yourself. Because once you learn how to do this yourself, then you can be able to do your case. You can be able to help other people with cases, and also start next year or hopefully soon, I'm going to start talking about like looking at the cases, because once everybody go and finish this workbook here, the Strong at 75, once you guys do the workbook, then you're going to want to, well, not want to, you probably want to, but you're going to be already set up. You almost there to doing a lawsuit. It's like, why not just finish it? Like, you almost there, especially for those people that, like, you see how I got like the deletions for like these companies here. What if they don't delete it? What if you continue to fight and they just refuse to like delete it from your credit reports? You really ain't gonna have no choice. You're gonna have to like um sue. So I would suggest that you guys really keep an open mind about suing, and then also learn how to sue yourself. I never realized how much talking I'll have to do on here. I know, especially when recording the videos, but I'll see you guys. Make sure you guys, again, get your workbooks. I'm going to probably change the price tomorrow of them, but I'm going to keep them low for now. And make sure you get your workbooks, because I'm about to post a video on TikTok. Once I post a video on TikTok, I already know they're going to sell out. I only have so many copies of them. I literally was sold out for a whole week, because I'm telling y'all, people were buying this book so fast, and I just couldn't keep it in stock. I only bought so many of them. And then also, this one is already sold out. This one sold out in like 2 days, 2.5 days. So this one you can't get yet. And once I have it available, I will make sure I add it to the TikTok shop. So make sure that you guys look for that one. But this one right here is discounted. I already brought the price down some. You may see some coupons up here, like a $5 off coupon. So I do suggest you guys use the coupon. And I know you probably need to have a certain amount. So I do suggest you get one for yourself and one for your accountability partner. Y'all not paying shipping at all for these, especially if you can get the additional discount, whatever it is, use your additional coupon. I suggest you guys get more than one of these and give it to whoever, like a friend or somebody that you can follow along with. So this can be something that y'all can do together. So this is something that I do suggest that you guys go ahead and get. Again, I already have it discounted. I'm going to continue to have it discounted for about a day, but I really think that they're going to sell out anyway, to the point where TikTok is actually going to pull it off. So I can't sell it anyway because I don't have any more copies of it. But make sure you guys get it. I'll see you guys October 17th, which is next Friday. That's going to be this class is going to start at 7 and at 8 p.m. So make sure you guys pick which class you want to be in. I'm going to make sure I go live on all the platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and on TikTok. I'm going live on multiple platforms. So make sure that you guys get this workbook, be ready for it. And once I sell out of it, I don't know, y'all gonna have to have just a regular piece of paper, but y'all not gonna be able to see and read like the different things that we're going to have to do on a particular day. So I do suggest that you guys get an actual copy of it, so that on the 17th I'll have it to you in time. So with me mailing out orders, we got mail pickup on Saturday, we got mail pickup tomorrow. So I'm going to mail out these orders tomorrow. So I'm going to try to mail out the latest that I can mail. I'm going to talk to the post office. I think the latest my post office around here is open is to like 5 p.m. But I wouldn't count on that. I would suggest y'all just get it now. But because we got I was that's my thought was. I forgot what the heck my thought was. My thought was on Monday we have what, Columbus Day or something like that. So I can't mail it out. So y'all gonna be delayed. Y'all gotta think about that as an additional day. So if y'all end up buying it late, or if y'all end up buying it later tomorrow, y'all gonna have to wait until Tuesday, and then y'all gotta hope that it'll be to y'all on Friday. So yeah, this is the workbook, you guys. I will see you guys on the 17th. We're gonna have two classes. Our classes is going to be, let me actually add the thing up here so you guys can see it again. Our class is going to be at, oh my gosh, Leah, I feel like I'm really aging with me not knowing how to do this on TikTok. Okay, here we go. Okay, here it is right here. So our class is going to be at 7 and 8, and that's going to be for this one here. I'm going to go live at 7 o'clock, and at 8, I'm going to stay live until technically 10 o'clock. But at 7 o'clock, I'm going to start talking about whatever we have to do on the day. On a particular day, we're going to just start with day one on here. And then at 8 p.m., I'm going to restart it and do a whole separate class and repeat everything again for this book here. And then at 9 p.m., starting November 1st, I'm going to actually do this one here. So this is the one I'm going to do at 9 p.m. So make sure you guys get your workbooks. When I get more of this one in stock, I'll make sure I let you guys know about it. But I'm about to get off of here. I'm about to make sure that I make videos and tell people that I do have more of these books in stock. Thank you to the people that actually purchased the books. I'll see you guys on the 17th. I'm actually going to go live every day until then, but y'all, I'm gonna give y'all the full rundown. Y'all already know everything. Y'all have a free course that come with when you purchase any of these workbooks. You have a free course. I'm going to text it to you. Get signed up. You're going to learn way more within the course because you're going to know how to navigate things. I'm gonna be sending reminders in there, announcements in there, so you'll learn anything that you may be missing. You don't technically have to come back. If I forget something, I'll make sure I add it there. But make sure you all log into that free course, okay? Log into that free course, and when you guys log into the course, you're going to be able to have all the different downloads, like the dispute letters, the trackers, everything. You're going to be able to see it in there, but those things won't be available until they're necessary. So it is a free course that I put together over the weekend because somebody said something about they are going on vacation or something like that. So I said, you know what, let me put a free course together so y'all can just see everything. It'll be organized, and then everybody do the workbook. We can all come together. You can ask your questions. You can put all your things there. So I put that course together. So as we need it, like on day 9, I believe, we're going to start doing disputes. I'm going to give you guys a free dispute letter. But some people already signed up for the course, and I have it in there too, where the biggest thing that I do is I actually send out dispute letters. So a lot of people have already signed up for me to send out the dispute letters. So they already ahead of a lot of people. The people that signed up for the course, they already started working. And I send out a lot of dispute letters over the past week. So I sent out a lot of dispute letters for them. All you guys will get your copy of the dispute letters that's go with this. You guys are going to get a copy of that like the 9th. I'm going to add it probably the day before, but it's going to be the 9th. That's when we first start talking about disputes, I believe. Yeah, I think that's on the 9th. Yeah, the first one is day 9. We're going to talk about how to dispute Experian. So disputing all 3 credit bureaus is really the same, but I broke it up so that you guys can have time to actually send out your dispute letters. And sometimes each bureau do have a certain little tweak on how they act with certain things. So you guys are going to learn that throughout the process. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the 17th. We're going to go over this book at 7 to 8 p.m. Make sure you guys get a copy of it. Again, I'll see you all later. Make sure you guys log into the course. I'm about to send the text messages out now for the people that purchased the workbook. I'm going to actually send the text message out. If you purchase within the last hour, you have to give it a little time because I can't see your information until after an hour. They don't allow me to like see your information at all. So I can't even send you any information, but I will send you that text message. You can go ahead and get signed up. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. And the same thing for you guys on YouTube, same thing for you guys on Facebook. When I go live on TikTok, it's certain things I cannot say, but you guys can get a copy of that workbook at a discounted rate if you guys go to my TikTok. So it's gonna be all 3 things Rakita on TikTok. And then I commented where you guys can actually get that workbook on Amazon. So that way you can get free 2-day shipping if you guys have Amazon Prime. You guys can get it there. Even this workbook right here that is sold out, you guys can get this one there too. So definitely check this one out because you can get this one on Amazon Prime. But this one I'm going to start doing November 1st and December 30th. So yeah, make sure that you guys get this workbook if you want to start on that one. That's the one I really like the most because it's accelerated. Like, I don't know. It's just accelerated. You get stuff done faster. You're gonna see your credit scores come in faster. This one here is just like you learn about credit while trying to repair it at the same time. So your results don't come as fast. They do come, but again, you're gonna see them within 75 days. Within that 75 days, you're gonna start seeing your results. Not as fast as you would see them for this, where you're gonna start seeing your credit scores go up a lot faster because you started doing what you need to do to make your credit scores go up faster. I will see you all later. I am not going to post any videos still on my YouTube. I mean, yeah, on my YouTube, I'm not going to post any videos. Only videos that I'm going to post is things about actually getting the workbook. I still have my last two classes that I'm doing to finish up my bachelor's degree. I just cannot believe that I could say I'm going to have a bachelor's degree. I even took the time to even do this stuff. Like, but this is what I need to go to law school. I wish that I could just go to law school. I thought about just going to California at one point, like in 2020. I thought about moving to California, because you know you can work under an attorney in California, and then you can just you have to do certain things, and you can just go ahead and do the bar exam. If you pass, then you can become an attorney. I thought about doing that, but I was like, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. So I ended up going the route that I'm going now. It's actually, I got my associate's degree last December, and now I'm finishing up with my bachelor's right now. But I think that I call it a slow grind. I think that this is good though, because I'm learning so much that I can teach you all, but I'm going to tell y'all now, I don't care as much as we do, y'all need to be on this suing. Like, I knew that this was suing, all the stuff that I was learning, I knew this was a big thing when TransUnion literally fought me in court to silence me. Like, they fought me so much to silence me. And they was like, well, because we already had a settlement. This is public record. I could talk about this, which is really good. um they fought me so much to silence me. That's how I knew I was on the right track, because they said, well, she has a credit company and we feel like she's going to here's a section out of there. They said, thank you for no this is what they put. They said, I am authorized to settle this matter for in the dollar amount, which is what they settled for, and then case specific action. We already settled on this, and then they brought me back to court. We already settled again for a dollar amount and for them to some case specific action or whatever. I can't say what that is, but we already didn't settle. But they literally, once they found out I had a credit company, they tried to back it up and say, oh, we don't want to settle anymore with her because we feel like she's going to talk about this and teach everybody. But they don't realize I literally calculate, I've been doing this for 10 years. I'm literally only going to law school to be able to come back and tell you all about it. So this is my last graduation. I cannot wait to be able to do my graduation this year in December. So I'm gonna focus on that. I will be back on YouTube though January 1st, because by then I'll be doing all my classes. That's good. And then during this time too, my daughter is in college, but she's been doing good, y'all. She ain't been caring about me at all. Like, she been doing too much too. She got a cooking class. They got her doing a lot, but sometimes she make food that I like, which is good. Most times, should I say, she made some mayonnaise today in her hospitality class. But I thought that I'll need to be more hands on and help her with this and help her with that. And it's like, no, mom, I got this. Um, so I thought I was gonna need to make sure I have that time with her, and I wanted her to actually start to go back to go, and she do online right now. I wanted her to actually go in person next semester. So we'll see how they go. But I'm still gonna figure out how to get my videos. I'm still gonna be able to record, but just right now, I literally passed my 4 of my classes with all A's, which is really good. That's just my whole thing. I just want to be able to have my A's. Hopefully I just finished off this whole semester with a 4.0. That's gonna be a good way to finish off, isn't it? But yeah, I'm finished off this semester with A's. Like, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna focus on that, y'all. But I will definitely see you all later. Make sure you guys get your workbooks. I'll be going live every single day on the 17th. For the people that's a part of my membership, make sure you all take time to like schedule a call. Make sure that you all, I'm really focusing on the people that's doing certified letters, but I want you guys to have in your head that you need to be able to, that you want to sue. This is going to be something big, like suing to win, actually getting money, especially since I'm showing you guys how to do everything. I definitely suggest that you guys check that out. But I'll see you guys in the next video.